Happy Tuesday, everyone. I am Carly McGuire, and this is Zooty Virtual Safari. It's a little early, but we have a really good reason for tuning in a little early this morning. It's because we're featuring our African lions who still don't have names. That's still up to you all. If you want to donate to vote, you have a couple days left to vote for your favorite names of the three. For our girl, you can vote between Poppy, Arali, and Esther. And for our boy, you can vote between Oscar, Lincoln, and Stout. So, with a few days left in this campaign, we thought we'd let one of our keepers, Kelsey, talk about which name is her favorite and why, if you're an undecided voter, you should vote for her favorite names. No one knows these cubs better than our, so we are really excited to tell you why they should be named their favorites. So you can always go to that link in this copy or our website and vote for the names. So I'm going to flip it around because these two are being pretty rambunctious this morning, and I want you all to see that. So we're going to say hi to, let's see, we're going to flip this around, and you're going to see Tattoo pinning down. Which one is that, Kelsey?
This is the male.
This is the male
right here
cub
in the front, and the female's right behind Tattoo.
Oh.
So they just came out this morning. They spent the night with Sabi and Kamara, their mom, and so they're really excited to see Tattoo and Tobias and just to be outside.
Oh, they're so precious. My dad said I can't just keep saying cute, but I mean, really, what other
There's
words
not a
are
better
there? They're just
pretty
little,
cute.
They're just so perfect. They're so adventurous. I love that Tattoo has a playmate now, someone he can kind of bat around.
Yeah, definitely. He's been batting them around for a while, but they're finally getting big enough that when they team up together, they can actually pick on him a little bit. So the tides are turning. You can see the little male cub is stalking everyone and hiding behind the logs, and the female has been loving to climb and sharpen her claws up on that log too. So it's been fun to see them being really playful outside.
Hi, Jennifer. She's suggesting some names, but we already have 3 awesome names for each cub that our keepers picked out. But Kelsey, tell us about which 2 are your favorite. We are in the home stretch of this voting fundraiser, and one of your names is behind, so you need to make a case.
Right. Our favorite, a lot of our team, our favorites are Oscar and Arali. So Oscar for the male cub, we think is really cute. We think it fits his personality really well. Oscar's getting a lot of votes, so we're really glad that you all think the same thing, that is cute for him. So that name originated from a local brewery from Lyons, Colorado called Oscar Blues. And so we really wanted to make that connection with Colorado and craft beer and a lot of the local breweries that we have here. And also, I think Oscar's really cute because it's got that K instead of a C, and Kamara's name starts with a K, and her brother, Kalu, who was also born here but has since moved to another zoo, also started with a K.
Aww.
So it's just kind of a fun twist that makes us really like Oscar.
And I think it works with, Tobias has a kind of a people name, and
yeah,
so
definitely.
should Oscar. So
Right.
There's Tattoo over there. He has a much more interpretive name. And so that would match what we hope his little half-sister's name would also be.
Yes, so we really want Arali for the female. Arali's a little bit behind in the votes. So if you're unsure or you want to vote what the zookeepers are thinking, we really hope you would vote for Arali. Arali is Swahili for strength of thunder, which we really like for a couple different reasons. One, we're bringing in that African origin that we use for a lot of the names when we name our lions, like Tattoo had. But also, strength of thunder connects to her grandfather's name, Sango.
Sango.
Sorry, too many lion names.
Yes.
So Sango was Kamara's mother. He's no longer with us, but his name meant God of Thunder. So we thought Strength of Thunder was a really cool way to connect to him and to connect to Colorado, since we are in the middle of summer. We're having tons of thunderstorms in the afternoon. And it also kind of fits her personality. She's pretty bold. She's pretty strong. She's brave. Yes, that's her up there. So we really like Arali. We think it's really cute. We've kind of been calling her that already, but we can switch if we need to.
We know Poppy sounds really cute, and it does also have a Colorado connection, but Arali would really mean a lot to us and the keepers if you all could put your votes towards that one. We're campaigning pretty openly today.
Yeah. Poppy is cute, and obviously we like all of the names. We did pick them all in the start, but as we've got to know them over time and taken care of them over the last 3 months, certain names start to stick out and match their personality more. Poppy just seems delicate and sweet, and while she's cute, she's definitely a fireball. I wouldn't call her sweet. Oscar's sweet, but he's mostly kind of shy, a little bit more reserved. We would call him Oscar the Grouch in the beginning because he would kind of just sit in the corner and watch his sister play. But as you can see, he's getting a lot more playful for sure.
He is covered. So Dominic wants to know if we could ask some questions. Of course, that is what the purpose of these lives are for. So you all can learn a little. Oh, here comes this.
This is a little girl. She's trying to get in.
I wanted to call her Raleigh, but this is the female. She likes to play. She wants to get in on the action. They think they're big.
They're ganging up on Tatu for sure.
Oh, poor Tatu's like, oh no, this isn't how this was supposed to go. Daphne, the cubs will be 3 months old on Thursday. They were born on April 23rd on a Thursday. So just like Tatu, he was born on July 25th, which was a Thursday. So he's about to turn 1.
Yes, he'll turn 1 later this week, which is crazy.
That's so exciting.
And we're really excited. We have a fun birthday planned for Tatu.
Oh, someone asked how many lions do we have? We have 11 total now, right?
We have 11. So we have 4 brothers in our coalition or our male lion pride. They live completely separate than this pride. And then we have the 7 in this pride, in this family pride. And you might see a combination of all 7 of these lions when you visit the zoo out every day. So we kind of rotate the groupings that they're in. Kamara is having to spend the night inside with the cubs still until they get their last round of vaccinations. So we're kind of doing a fission fusion type management style with these lions. So today out here we have Kamara, Tatu, Tobias, and the 2 cubs.
And there's Tobias. So how is he doing with the cubs? I know people are always really curious what he does with cubs.
Yes, Tobias is great with them. They really like to play with him. He's usually pretty calm. He doesn't really get involved in the big wrestling that they all do, but we find them sleeping next to him a lot. He's probably good protection from Tatu when the cubs are trying to take a nap. So he's doing really awesome with them, and they're usually excited to see him in the morning.
Who was that just kind of stalked in?
That was the female.
She has no fear against big bros.
Yes, they're definitely getting brave with him.
Yes, they are. Does Tatu try to pick them up by the scruff the way Mom would?
He hasn't. He mostly just like pins them to the ground and on their legs and stuff. So
let's see. Dominic wants to know, are there lion bachelors wild? We obviously keep our brothers in a bachelor group, and when we have females, we only have 1 male in the group or a dominant, breeding male. So our bachelor group's common in the wild.
They are a lot of times males of similar ages or relatedness will group together in these bachelor groups. They're going to be more successful when they're trying to take over a female pride for breeding or if they're hunting. So a lot of times they will live together in bachelor groups in the wild. A lot of what is happening in zoos is these family type prides, these breeding prides, because we are recommended to breed lions through the SSP to maintain the population and managed care. But the brothers it's a natural grouping and they're super awesome. They get along probably better than any social group here in Predator Ridge. They're always sleeping next to each other, on top of each other, playing with each other. So it's really awesome that we have them here and something different than a lot of zoos have for sure.
Very cool. So we have Mom Kamara out here. How do Grandma Nalaya and Aunt Sabi do with the cubs?
Sabi loves cubs. I think she liked them a little bit more when they were smaller and less playful. And now they're getting a little bit more rambunctious, and Sabi needs her princess sleep. So she hasn't been spending as much time with them. And then Nalaya, she's probably the one that needs to work on her relationship with the cubs the most. Her and Kamara have been working through some differences that they have. Nalaya has generally been the one with cubs here, so it's different. Her daughter now has cubs. That's different for Nalaya. But the cubs don't love Nalaya. She's not as playful as they wants to be left alone. She can kind of be cranky and growly. So they do really well with her. They've been spending a ton of time with her, but probably not their favorite.
And there's Tattoo. So he obviously loves playing with them, batting them around.
Yes.
Until they were born, he was the smallest of the group, and he's gotten so big. I hear so many guests come through, and they assume Tattoo is the mom.
Yes.
Because he doesn't have his mane yet, but he's certainly starting to get some hair around his chest and the top.
Sometimes you'll see him out of the corner of your eye and you'll think it's Sabi or Kamara. Right when we started this, he was jumping on Kamara's back and he was almost the same size as her. It's crazy how big he's gotten, but he's still got a ton of growing.
Yes, he does. Hi, Karen. No, of course you can ask questions. I mean, we're talking about naming, but we always enjoy the questions as well. Anna wants to know, what are the personalities of lions?
Yes, the female cub is bold, she's brave, she's very playful, she's going to approach something new right away, whether it's a lion that she didn't spend the night with and she's excited to see, like Tattoo this morning, or if it's a new toy that we give her, she's going to run right up to it and want to play with it. She loves to attack her brother and attack Tattoo, play with Tobias. The male cub, he's a little bit more reserved. You can see him in the back by that toy. He likes to watch.
All right, sorry about that, folks. We're in a kind of a low zone for that wireless and cell connection, so we apologize for that, but we're still here, and I see a lot of you still are. So we'll take a few more questions, but just as a reminder, the voting wraps up in just 2 days. Arali is behind Poppy in the voting, and the keepers really, really love Arali. They say it fits her personality, and it has a sentimental meaning. It connects back to her grandfather's name, Sango, who was god of thunder. So it's a really special name. So if you're undecided and you think, well, I could go with any 3 of these, choose Arali. We approve this message. And then Oscar is already in the lead, but let's make sure he sails over the finish line, because if you've ever seen an Oscar, it's this little cub. So he's doing really well with that. And it'll be nice. Well, Raleigh and Tattoo will have kind of similar sounding names, but Tobias and Oscar will have similar sounding names.
Yes, definitely.
Because Tobias is our only kind of people named lion.
Yeah, definitely.
So this is just some of our family pride. Grandma Nalaya, who's mom to Tattoo, is behind the scenes, as is Sabi. Yep, sorry, John. We are at the mercy of the internet down here, so sometimes it dips in and out, but we try our best to make sure that we keep going and stay for you. So if anyone has questions about any of our lions, a reminder, the cubs are 3 months old, and Tattoo, who's right in front of you right there, he is going to turn 1 on Saturday. That was the fastest year ever. Lauren says Tattoo was a singleton, and now we have the 2 cubs. Is one more common than the other?
It depends. 1 to 4 is average. Generally, first-time moms will have smaller litters. So this was Kamara's first litter, and she had 2. Tattoo was Nalaya's second. Her first had 2, and then Tattoo was a singleton. But it really depends. I mean, the brother pride that we have, they were in a litter of 5. They had a sister that still lives at the zoo that they came from. So it's really variable, but 1 to 4 is kind of what we say is average.
Yeah. It's not uncommon to see 1 and 2, but I know Tattoo is happy to have some younger siblings.
Yes, we were glad that there was 2 in Kamara's litter so that they could team up when they're playing with Tattoo.
Anna wants to know, what's your favorite lion's personality like, or what makes a fun personality to work with a lion?
I don't know. It's kind of fun to work with all different personalities. It challenges us when we're training them or shifting them or managing their care, to have a bunch of different personalities. Every time we're training an animal, we're going to have to cater to their personality differently. Kamara's Spitfire. She's crazy. She's angry. She's difficult to work through, but when you get her calm and you feel like she's trusting you, it feels really cool and rewarding to have that experience. And then there's animals like Tattoo, who's just excited to learn and he's excited to play, and any door you open, he's going to run right through it. He wants to see what's on the other side. So he makes working with lions really easy. So it really depends. It's fun to watch their personalities develop over time too. The male cub, who we want to be named Oscar, was very shy when he was younger, but he's coming out of his shell, so it's cool to watch that develop. Cool to see that the way we are managing him and building that resilience in him is working, and bringing him out of his shell and preparing him for life with this pride.
Yeah, he's way out of his shell compared to where he was when he was a kid. And this is just how fast lions run out of energy. They were so rambunctious 15 minutes ago when we shifted them out and brought them out here, and now they're all kind of ready for a nap, and that's just how lions go. So when you come to see them, we're generally keeping them outside now from 9:30 to around 2:30, so guests have more time to come see them. But don't be surprised if they're napping. Lions sleep about 20 hours a day. Have really short spurts where they're excited and having fun, but they look pretty darn cute when they're just sleeping too.
Yes.
So you'll enjoy seeing that too, especially when you can spot where the cubs are cuddled up.
Yeah, they like to sleep in these back rocks. A lot of times they'll cuddle up next to Toby. He provides some shade, I think, and some protection from Tatu. The female cub's been up on this rock over here where mom can't get to her and groom her when she's trying to sleep. So it's fun to find them. They're really cute when they're sleeping too.
So cute. Oh, big yawn. Big yawn, Tobias. It's 10 a.m. It's exhausting being a lion.
Exhausting. Yes.
Well, that's all we're going to do for today, y'all. So stay tuned. Oh my gosh. Who's this? The female or the male?
Yes, the female.
Okay, well, I'm going to let the female cubs say bye for us.
Vote a Raleigh.
Vote a Raleigh.
She's
and
so
Oscar.
excited for a Raleigh.
Oh, here's the little brother. He's practicing his stalking.
He's gonna get her.
So much like Simba, kind of practicing there. And here comes Tatu. He's like, oh, if someone's stalking, it's going to be me. So keep voting. You can go to denverzoo.org. It's right there on our homepage if you scroll down, or you can click the link in this live. So we really hope you all vote. Help us raise money, both for the zoo. It's so important right now, more than ever. We are reopened, but we could still really, really use the support of our amazing public. And what easier way to do that than to vote for your name? It's just $1 a vote. And we are also helping support Lions in the Wild through this fundraiser as well. So we thank you all so much.